Also, counseling and psychology today are completely dominated by far-left female wokesters. Almost no males in that profession. So,
Why was that necessary?
Because I think he's accurate. And that's kind of what I was alluding to with, I hope that help is available, because it's hard for I spoke to several counselors, and it was hard for me to find someone that didn't feel like they were pushing an agenda on me, that were trying to convince me that I was loony, that I was off.
Did you see a woman?
I saw several women and I saw 2 men. But I'm in the South, so it's not even as bad for me. But if I was, in other states, I've heard horror stories of just men being unable to communicate their struggles with somebody that's been indoctrinated by the collegiate agenda that propagandizes and brainwashes college students.
It's all foreign to me. Yeah, I did not. I mean, now that I think about it, probably the profession is outnumbered by the female sex, but I do know there are male
there
psychologists and psychiatrists.
Right, exactly. There's a few good ones, but it's kind of like finding a piece of hay in a needle stack. And is it worth searching for that single piece of hay and that stack of needles where you're just going to poison yourself?
You do know it's needles in a haystack.
Correct.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because you were throwing me off for a loop there.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I wouldn't want to search for anything in a needle stack.
Right, but that's my point, is if there's a sea of negative brainwashed therapists that are out there trying to push this woke agenda that don't encourage actual improvement, instead of just medicate and put your head in the sand and things will maybe go away. No, there's better ways that can solve your problems in life, and a lot of these people aren't advocating for them. They're advocating for running away from your pills, from your problems with pills. But it's all about short-term gratification and not looking at yourself and realizing the things that really need to take place, and not holding yourself accountable for your issues.
Well, I'm just to go back to the video. I mean, you're going to grief counseling over a breakup. I mean, everybody goes through breakups, and if it was that in itself, like Miranda Lambert says, go fix yourself up and, get over it, because you're going to have a lot of breakups in your life.
Right. And those breakups, just like many negative situations, can be beneficial to you and help you grow.
Correct.
And that is the point of them in your life, is to shape who you are. And if you are at a point where you're so sensitive and so soft that you can't handle one of the basic parts of life, then you need to understand that you are not prepared, and you need to re-educate and further prepare yourself for the realities of the world. Because at a certain point, you won't be coddled, and the world will chew you up and spit you out. And the fact that she's a pretty girl has really carried her pretty far, I bet. I'm sorry to say it, but like, a guy can't get away with acting like that. They would trash the shit out of him. Would they not?
Probably.
I mean, guys get trashed no matter what anyway, but...
So do women. That's a whole other subject. Let's I think women are put down and ostracized as much as men.
Sure, they're 50% of the population, but they're also the protected gender. Women and kids first.
Okay, let's go on.